yeah, we talk about it. How to make money, yeah, we talk about it. Facebook, yeah, yeah. IG, Twitter, ooh, we streaming, yeah, you can catch CEOs. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics, my girl, yeah. What can you see, brother? Talking about the hot topics.
Listen, I know y'all probably saying she late. She later than late. No, I'm not. It's my show. I come in when I feel like it. Anyway, I got a great show for you tonight. Um, and it's a little different. Normally we do interviews and we do um city things, and on Tuesday nights we normally bring the city of Delray in, but we are having so much going on in the city until that's why you didn't see me at 7 p.m. I just want to let you guys know that there's so much going on in the city of Delray with the passing of multiple people until we didn't pop up tonight. Also, I want to send a shout out to my proud sponsors, but we're not going to go through all that tonight. I'll comment on y'all later. So without further ado, because we're not going to be before you long, this is going to be a very short show, but we do want to bring our guest in, which is the name is in the heading. It is Mr. Adrian Wilson. As you know, a week ago there was a video that was posted to one of the popular sites, and we're going to address the elephant in the room. I know everybody's posting and sharing, and we just going to address the elephant in the room, and you're going to hear from the man himself. So without further ado, we're going to bring in Adrian. Hey, Adrian, how are you?
Hello, good evening, Kenya. How you doing?
I'm fine. You dressed for Sunday and I'm dressed for Saturday. It's okay
Well,
though. You look good, sir. You look good.
thank
That's
you.
all that matters is you look good. So listen, I know that, and I want to thank you so much for jumping on with me to discuss everything that's going on. It's been a hayride this week with the video that has circulated. More than over 500,000 times have been viewed, and kind of we want to just kind of debunk the video and kind of hear what's going on the back end on that.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for bringing me on tonight. Um, Even before we get into that, listen, just thank you for doing what you do in our local area here. You know, things are always going great. We appreciate what you do. And, when I initially reached out to you, it was really not to come on the show, but it was just, because I know you, and I know your heart, and I know, we've had many conversations in the past. So just want to say thank you for bringing me on, feeling led to do this interview. I have not been talking to a lot of people, very few actually, and so I'm glad to be here tonight.
So the video of a week ago, you home resting on a Tuesday, you get a phone call.
So actually, I was at Aquatica in Orlando. I was with my daughter and my niece, who is now my daughter. We were together. My mom was there as well. And, I was out enjoying last days of summer for me. As you know, I'm a school teacher. And we went back on that Wednesday. So Tuesday, I got a message from one of my very close friends that there was a video out and, it was going viral. And so, of course, I looked at it. And to my surprise, here we are, So, yeah, it was quite the surprise, to say the least. It was a tough one. I can admit that it was a tough one.
Right, and it gets that way because, and this is for me. The thing is, and I know that we have discussed you not going to the video anymore, not watching it, looking forward. But to me, I think that the most heart wrenching thing is, just for me, is that over 80% of the comments are from the region and the area that we're in. Um, and I just think once I saw that, I'm like, okay, yes, we do need to have the conversation.
Right.
So we don't owe anyone. You don't owe anyone any explanation on what happened. That you don't. And like I said to you several times, it don't have to be discussed. And I don't think no one, um, maybe a handful, probably ever debunked any of the videos that's on these popular sites. But what we do is we want to have a conversation because you have someone that's genuinely cares. I mean, when you called me, I felt the pain that you had. Like, whoa, that's crazy. Not because the video went viral, it's because the reason why how it went viral, and
Right.
that it kept going circulating because the people that was connected to the sharing and the this and the wording. So um, for that, sir, um, I feel you. I feel you. But if you can just tell us what happened, I know that um,
Okay.
there was a Sunday service and you guys go live on Sunday. We don't have to mention the church because that ain't nobody business. If they don't know, they don't know. But just give us a rundown on
So,
because you know. Go
sure,
ahead.
I'll jump right in there. So basically, you know, it was a pretty much a typical Sunday. Um, you know, I usually get to church hour and a half early, maybe 2 hours sometimes. I do have an opportunity to review music with my people, when we're getting ready to go on. Um, but, without getting into a whole bunch of details, I'm going to be honest with you, Kenya. I made a bad choice that day in choosing music that, that I may not have really prepared my people for. And that's the truth of the matter. I made a mistake. That's really what it is. I've been in music ministry probably since I was about 17, and that's a long time. So, um, and unfortunately, in today's age, you know, our music ministries at the church are exposed. We're not necessarily always putting forward professional work. I'll say it like that. But we do love God and we do worship God with what we have. So that particular morning, I think I just I made the wrong decision. As I look back in retrospect, it was obviously the wrong decision to choose that particular song at that time. Um, Although we had sung it before, it's just it could have used a little bit more prep. So personally, I just want to kind of address it to let the world know, let the people who have shared this video. I've read some of the comments. I kind of stopped reading them after a while. That I need you to do me a favor. I need you to get up off of my singer. That's what I want. All right. I'll take the hit. I'll take full responsibility because I'm the leader. I made a bad decision. I made a mistake, and it cost her and me and a whole lot of other people some embarrassment. So for that, and let me just say a little bit about the young lady that everyone was pretty much making fun of. She is definitely not a bad singer. Just wasn't prepared. I didn't prepare her properly. Lyrics got away from her, and any given Sunday, this could happen to anybody. So,
And
but
let me just jump in there real quick, not to mess up your train of thought. Let me just say this. We've been pushing through a pandemic, and I don't think no church really is having the rehearsals that we had pre-pandemic. And I don't know what that's to say about your church, but not too many churches are coming together, especially today where the numbers are surging. So a lot of, people are kind of rehearsing, either Zoom or anything. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not minister music, so I don't know. I'm going to say this. A lot of times we don't know what was going on at that particular time. Um, with anyone. Anyone can have. I've seen some of the best singers, and you say, "What was going on that Sunday?" I've seen some professional singers have a bad day. We all have bad days. I came on this platform and had a bad show because I'm all over the place. So if you show me a perfect person, show me one. Show me a perfect person. But anyway, go back to what you were saying because I just want to get that in real quick. Sorry.
well, yeah, and it's like I said, It was a bad decision at the time to go with that specific song right there. The funny thing about it is, it was the opening song, so you know the video was kind of edited and cut specifically to that part. I actually started the song off singing it by myself, but you know none of that was on the viral video, and it only showed the part where you know the singers were coming in, and you know that's when the words got a little lost in the mix. So you know it happens, y'all. You know, and as a minister of music, as a leader, I'm very sorry that I put my singers in that position, and it had to be difficult for them as well and their families. So from the bottom of my heart, you know, I'm sorry that I put y'all in that position. I love my singers, y'all. I love my church folks who I work with. They sing out of their heart. They sing, you know, with a pure motive. And like I said, this specific woman we're talking about is one of the sweetest you'll ever meet in your lifetime. You'll be blessed if you meet somebody like her in your lifetime. She's just that sweet, and she is talented, you know. So I don't blame, you know, I'm not putting the blame on anyone. As a leader, I stand up, you know. One thing I live by the principle of manhood. Okay. So, you know, I'm happy when things go right. And when things go wrong, I'm man enough to say, you know what, I made a bad decision. I should have, you know, rethought that one.
And this is a thing though, and I can say this to you that I always say, and I am a fan of yours because, and let's just get your accolades out so people don't just think you some old random out here just singing songs. Before that, you a man of God, you know what I mean? And then you a father, you an educator, you a playwright, you in plays, you got your own band, you a DJ. So it's not like you just some random person on the keyboard, you know, pecking every Sunday and just singing. So it's not like that. So what this is a lesson, like we discussed. This is a lesson to everyone that anybody can have a bad Sunday. And I've heard bad Sundays. And I go to Virtue Church to everybody church. If I was to take all the bad virtue, because I'd be like, my Lord, to Savior Jesus Christ, touch them on the screen, Jesus. If I was to do that, to take clips, portions of what people say or do wrong, or their flaws out, and just post it, I would just have to sit home all day.
Right.
I couldn't go to work. Because there's always something, just because, and here it is, and for everyone that was sharing. And I'm not saying that y'all wrong. That y'all everybody got their opinion on what they say. I read all the comments. He stopped reading, and I told him stop reading, but I read them because I wanted to see what was being said. Here it is. If you've never made a mistake in your life, if you've never skipped over a lyric, maybe because the rest of the choir, the praise team drowned you out, or because the sound guy was able to adjust the mics, hey, you know, keep living. Keep living. You know, if you're a musician, sometimes you pinging on the keyboard. You're like, what's going on? Sometimes the drummer sound hard, but I'm like, take them off the drums. You know, so it may happen. It's just keep living. But I love the way that you've learned from that, and you've said, hey, listen, this is me, and this is Adrian, and I love that.
You know, Kenya, the thing is, this is a part of life. I teach my students, I teach my children. You're going to have some wins and you're going to have some losses. But what makes you a champion is if you can get back up after you've experienced a fall or a loss, or what they call nowadays, they say you took an L. Well, I took an L, all right, but I took an L to learn from, you know, what went wrong. So, you know, we're champions in the body of Christ. That's what we are. You know, so, but champions don't win every single battle. They have some that they lose, but they get back up again. I believe it's the word that says a just man falls, huh? But he gets back up, you know. Right. So, listen.
I felt that thing. Ooh,
a just man falls 7 times, but you got to get back up. It's not the fall, but it's to get back up. You know, that makes you a champion. You know, I follow sports. You know, I follow You know, I'm a old school Michael Jordan fan. You know, I watched his games, Chicago Bulls, and how he won championship after championship. But do you think Michael won every game? He did not. But to become a champion, you're consistent and you continue to work at it. So, you know, I went on a small hiatus. It's only been a week since this happened. I kind of went into my own shell, I guess you could say, because I needed to talk to God. I needed to pray. I needed to do some things to, you know, because it made, when you're on display for the world, it makes you look within yourself, And sure enough, like I said, you know, I found peace. I found, even a closer walk with God. Because let me tell you something, until you've been in this situation when your phone is going off nonstop with not people supporting you, but using this moment to attack, ridicule you for your life's work. I mean, let's face it. I've been in ministry since I was a teenager, and I've been in music ministry a long time. So I made this, bad choice, made a bad decision, but nonetheless, this is my life. This is what I do. I'm gonna worship God forever. That's what champions do. You're on mute.
I know, but I have to, because I talk over you, because when you start preaching, I have to, that's why I go on mute. Listen, so
Just talking to you.
I let me tell you, I commend you and I thank you. And I know that people were calling you, and maybe they thought that it may not been it didn't affect you, and they were like, "Hey man, did you see it?" So I know that you probably don't want to thank the people that did this for you, but I'm gonna say it. I want to thank y'all for the exposure. Thank y'all for the exposure, because again, we will not mention the name of the outlet. Y'all go find it. If you don't know about it, y'all go find it on your own. We won't see it here. But we want to thank you so much. And I thank you for coming in and not saying justify, because you have to justify anything or explain anything, but just letting people know that, we all make mistakes, and the mistakes can be rectified.
Our mistakes now go viral.
Well, listen. One thing I've learned in life is mistakes go viral, and cancellation is they will cancel you. You will get canceled for they'll cancel you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
those are two things that I know. So what's next, sir? What
Well,
are we going to get back on the horse and just go ahead and just find another route with the praise team? What
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't get off the horse.
Okay.
I just have not been responding to a lot of comments I just didn't find it necessary to respond to. Um, but there are things in place that my church is doing to upgrade as far as sound and as far as having things properly mixed on air. And until we reach that point where it's correct, we won't be live streaming our worship. We'll still be live streaming. So we're working on it. There's things that we need to work on as a church. As far as Adrian Wilson goes, I never stop worshiping. I never stop praising God. That's what I do. That happened on a Tuesday. On the very next night, I had to be right back in church. I had to be back on the keyboard. I had to be back singing live again. I'm sure that didn't go viral, but so it's like I said, you take a hit, but you got to get back in that race. And so let me encourage those who have gone through something in their own personal life, where you may have been attacked or you felt defeated because of something that you may have allowed to happen. Let me tell you something. You got to persevere through it. That's what's going to make you. It was necessary. I think the word says that it was good that I was afflicted, so that I may know His statutes. One thing about it, I think there's an old saying that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, that's truly up to you. How you decide whether you decide how you're going to handle your adversity. You're going to be a champion, or you're going to stay down. So I ain't going nowhere, y'all. I'm here, and trust me, there's some things on the rise.
Wait. I just want to let you know, if you got something on the rise and you don't tell me and have me a part of it, I will flat your tires at the church. You'll need both tires. They be saying, they'll be praying over your car. Lord, show me who did this. I'll be like, me. I'm across the track over there watching y'all with binoculars. See if AAA can't come fix 4 tires. So I'm letting you know, hey, listen, I'm glad that you back up. I'm glad that you listen. I'm like you just said a word tonight. You sold a word into many people, whether they want to believe it or not. They can listen, y'all can share all that. Y'all share this. Because this man just brought a powerful word within 20 minutes. Huh? It don't take long to get the word of God. It don't take all that. He didn't hoop, he didn't holler, he brought a word to y'all
Hey,
and let y'all
Ken,
know
you know
some
what?
things.
Can I do this? Let me just say thank you to let me tell you something. When you go through a little something, you really find out if you got friends, if you got people on your team, and if you can find 1 or 2 good friends in this lifetime, let me tell y'all something. You better be grateful. And I had a few people that reached out to me and checked on my well-being. It wasn't funny to them, you know. And then, you know, I had the opposite. But thank you to my friends. You know who you are. I appreciate you. Um, this thing won't hold me down. You know, got work to do. Like I said, stay tuned. Got some stuff in the works.
As long as you have a clear understanding that whatever you're working on, you better don't do it without me. And they say, whatever you're doing in this season, you better not do it without me. You better call me and
Gotcha.
tell me what you're doing. So
Thank
listen, like I said, he said thank you to everybody who reached out. He reached out to me yesterday, and I think he flipped me inside out because I hadn't seen the video, but the emotions that fell on me till I couldn't even get it together for the rest of the day until I was able to say, hey, let's do this. Because sometimes you have to have an outlet. And I thank God for this being having an outlet to be able to explain some things and just get it off your chest. Because sometimes talking about it,
you. Hmm.
you just take them bricks off you and say, okay, it's over with. We finna move on. He got some things going on with me. Y'all heard me. You heard it right here. Whatever you do, he gonna do it without me. And we appreciate him tonight. Before we let you go, because we told you we're gonna hold you long. This ain't a long service. This is a pop-up service.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to anybody or anything before you go?
Listen, just keep pressing. You know, forgetting those things which are behind. You got to reach forward, press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling in Christ Jesus. Right? Stay on the
Well,
battle.
that's benediction.
Don't quit.
That's the benediction.
Yeah, I feel my help coming.
That's the benediction, y'all. Y'all better listen. Stay on the battlefield for the Lord, no
Be
matter what
blessed.
happens. That's
Listen, we
it.
are champions. Don't forget that. We're champions. We
We
shoulder
are
through stuff.
champions.
We fall down, but we get back up again. That's what champions do. Y'all stay tuned. While I
Y'all know
got
the song.
while I got y'all attention, y'all stay tuned.
And while I got y'all attention, whatever you're doing in this season, you better not do it without me. I'm just joking. You know I'm joking, right? Listen, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I'm not going to flag his tires because if something happened to his car, he's going to be like, I did it. I'm just
No.
joking. I don't want to get doxxed. I'm just joking, Facebook, Instagram, because you know they'll cut your page off. I'm
Okay.
only joking about the tires. Because Facebook will cut your page off. Please, Facebook. Hallelujah. I'm just joking. We're friends. Me and him is friends. All
We're
right.
good.
So, so listen, thank you so much for jumping on, and I appreciate you. Thank y'all. We gotta go. Deuces.
Thank y'all.